Things are on fire in Qatar. Lando Norris just made the strongest accusation of the season against Max Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton suffered one of the most awkward moments of his Ferrari career after another disaster. And Oscar Piastri finally revealed the truth behind his mindset heading into the final stretch. If you enjoy F1 content, hit the like button and subscribe. This helps the channel a lot. Now, let's get straight into today's headlines. The tension between Max Verstappen and Lando Norris has reached a boiling point in Qatar. What should have been a straightforward sprint qualifying turned into one of the most heated moments of the season. During SQ1, Norris found himself blocked by Verstappen twice, once in Turn 1 and again in Turn 16. Race control investigated both incidents but chose not to penalize Max. But that did nothing to calm Norris down. On the radio, he snapped, "He left no space at all that completely ruined my lap." Then came the line that set social media on fire. Norris's race engineer, Will Joseph, said, "Every other lap he moved out of the way. This time he stayed there just to mess up your lap." A direct accusation of intent. The message spread like wildfire across the paddock, reinforcing what many already suspected. The relationship between Norris and Verstappen may be friendly off track, but on track, it's war. After the session, Norris clarified that yes, he made a mistake on his first attempt. But the lap that mattered was destroyed by finding Verstappen exactly where he shouldn't be. Meanwhile, Verstappen was dealing with his own nightmare. The RB21 setup was a disaster. Max described the car as bouncing all over the place, front heavy, then snapping into oversteer. With parc fermé rules locking the setup, he admitted, "The sprint will be survival, not racing." The contrast couldn't be bigger. Norris starts P3, frustrated but confident. Verstappen starts P6, behind Tsunoda, expecting a painful sprint. With the championship so tight, this clash adds even more pressure on Red Bull. And now it's official. This rivalry is no longer just competitive. It's personal. If the Verstappen-Norris rivalry is tense, Ferrari's situation is even worse. Lewis Hamilton is living one of the lowest moments of his recent career. 0 podiums in 2025. Poor results stacking up race after race. And the Qatar sprint qualifying was another blow. Hamilton finished 18th, nearly 9/10ths off the top time. Leclerc, the same car, was 4/10ths faster and secured P8. Then came the awkward moment of the weekend. During his post-session interview with Sky F1, "Was the car difficult to drive today?" Hamilton: "Same as always." "Did the high downforce setup help?" Hamilton: "Not really." "Anything positive for tomorrow?" Hamilton: "At least the weather is nice." 3 questions, extremely short answers. The frustration was impossible to hide. Just a few days earlier, Hamilton told BBC he was ready for this to be over. Today, he tried to downplay the comment, saying he was talking about next year, not his career. Still, the cracks are visible. Ferrari knows they must deliver a major step forward, or morale will collapse completely before the season ends. Oscar Piastri is experiencing one of the most intense stretches of his F1 career. After a chaotic and mistake-filled weekend in Las Vegas, the Australian rebounded in Qatar with a sprint pole. The McLaren looked strong from FP1, and Piastri converted that speed into a clean, decisive lap in qualifying, beating Russell and Norris. Most importantly, he out-qualified Verstappen, with whom he is tied in the standings. But even while celebrating, Piastri stayed grounded. "It was one of those days where everything clicks. I needed that." Openly admitted his struggles in Las Vegas. Too many personal mistakes. Lockups at key moments. Failure to find rhythm. Getting stuck behind Antonelli. Now, he sees the title fight as unlikely, but not impossible. "Winning doesn't guarantee the championship, but it puts me in the best position if something happens." He knows Norris carries the main responsibility inside McLaren. Without the same pressure, Piastri says he will be fully aggressive in the final 2 races, for pride, for ego, and for the opportunities still left. I want to win the last 2 rounds. It's not just ambition, it's personal. Even with the sprint pole, he warns that the weekend is still unpredictable. Starting ahead helps, but execution is everything. 2 races remain. A lot of pride is on the line. And for Piastri, this is a chance to reshape the entire narrative of his season. F1 fans, after this explosive clash between Verstappen and Norris, do you think the rivalry has crossed the line? Or is this exactly what a championship battle needs? Let me know in the comments. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss the next chapter of this chaos.